What if I told you there's a country so bold?
It brews coffee from flowers instead of beans,
Lets you pay for lunch with Bitcoin instead of cash.
and treats hammocks not as furniture, but as a way of life.
Welcome to El Salvador, the smallest country in Central America.
But don't let its size fool you. This fearless nation is a live volcano of surprises, where steam rises from the earth,
Psychedelic buses blaze through the streets.
and ancient traditions lock arms with futuristic innovations.
Buckle up, because these 15 mind-blowing facts will shatter everything you thought you knew about this mighty little land.
Number 15. El Salvador, the land of smiles. Despite its size, just 8,124 square miles, smaller than Massachusetts, El Salvador is packed with character. Nestled between Guatemala and Honduras along the Pacific coast, this tiny country is one of the most volcanically active regions in the world, home to more than 20 volcanoes, many still active. These peaks create fertile soil perfect for premium Arabica coffee, a major export that's won over coffee lovers globally. The climate? Think of it as a continental version of Hawaii. Warm, tropical, and rustic, with temperatures hovering between 77 degrees and 86 degrees year-round. The national flag features blue and white stripes, representing peace, unity, and the sky, fitting for a country known as the Land of Smiles. Here, it's common to connect over a street-side cup of coffee or a casual chat with a stranger. While Spanish is the official language, in the western villages, locals still speak Nahuatl, the ancient indigenous language passed down from the people tribes, keeping cultural roots alive.
Number 14. Suchitoto, the colonial gem of El Salvador. Step into a real-life postcard in Suchitoto, one of the most picturesque colonial towns in all of Central America. Just 30 miles northeast of San Salvador, this tranquil hillside town is a hidden treasure. Cobblestone streets wind through 16th and 17th century Spanish colonial architecture, with terracotta rooftops, charming plazas, and peaceful vibes. But what makes Suchitoto truly special are its vibrant murals, painted across walls, alleys, and buildings. Each brushstroke tells a story of Salvadoran history, revolution, resilience, and local culture. It's no wonder this place is a magnet for photographers and artists from around the world. Not far from Suchitoto is Ataco, another town painted with murals. But here, each wall honors the coffee farming heritage and indigenous folklore of the region. It's an outdoor gallery steeped in tradition and heart.
Number 13. The land of beautiful Latin women.
As you wander through the colonial streets of Suchitoto or stroll the bustling markets of San Salvador, one thing becomes clear. El Salvador is home to some of the most naturally beautiful women in Latin America. With their sun-kissed skin, dark expressive eyes, and petite yet strong frames, Salvadoran women carry a warmth and confidence that's deeply rooted in their culture. But their beauty goes far beyond appearance. In El Salvador, hand embroidery is not just a skill, it's a family tradition, passed down from mothers and grandmothers to daughters. These intricate patterns aren't random. Every stitch on a traditional dress tells a story of the land, the people, and the heritage of this nation. Today, Salvadoran women are not only preserving these traditions, but they're also shaping the country's future. Many run small cafes, manage local travel businesses, or sell handmade crafts to travelers from around the world, always with a smile and a welcoming heart. If you'd like us to explore more tips on Salvadoran dating culture or relationships, drop a comment with the number 8.
Number 12. The wild and wonderful buses of El Salvador.
Forget everything you know about public transportation. In El Salvador, buses aren't just buses, they're works of art on wheels. Known as chicken buses, these wildly colorful vehicles are actually retired American school buses, repurposed and reborn into some of the most unique forms of public transport in the world. Each one is airbrushed with vibrant colors, flashing with LED lights, and covered in custom graphics, from the Virgin Mary to comic book superheroes and even Salvadoran folk art. Some have names like La Reina, the Queen, or El Rayo, the Lightning, giving each bus its own identity and flair. Step inside, and it's like walking into a Latin party. Reggaeton, salsa, and bachata blast from the speakers, and the bus becomes a rolling celebration of Salvadoran life. The name Chicken Bus comes from the chaos and charm of it all. Students, grandmas, backpackers, sacks of corn, and yes, sometimes even live chickens, all riding together. Number 11. The hammock tradition, El Salvador's national bed. In El Salvador, a hammock isn't just furniture. It's a way of life. In fact, it's often called the national bed. Whether you're in a humble countryside home with a tin roof or a modern hillside villa, chances are you'll find at least 2 hammocks swinging somewhere, in porches, living rooms, even bedrooms. And they're not just for lazy afternoons. They're woven into daily Salvadoran life. This tradition stretches back to the ancient Maya, who originally crafted hammocks using agave fibers. These early designs kept sleepers off the hot, insect-prone ground, offering both comfort and protection in the tropical heat. Fast forward to today, and hammocks remain the preferred place to nap for Salvadorans of all ages, from newborns to elders in their 80s. Many locals even believe that sleeping in a hammock can relieve back pain, improve posture, and promote deeper, more restful sleep. Even some doctors in El Salvador recommend hammocks over mattresses for elderly patients, especially in the country's humid 90-degree climate. Why? Because hammocks naturally circulate air, acting as built-in air conditioning. No electricity needed. Number 10. El Salvador's unique national dance, El Shuk. If tango is Argentina's pride, then El Salvador proudly dances to the rhythm of shuk, a lively, joyful, and 100% Salvadoran creation. Born in the 1940s, the name shuk, pronounced sook, comes from the quirky shuk-shuk sound made by the clarinet in traditional folk music. But this isn't just music, it's a movement. Originally inspired by the daily motions of farmers sowing seeds and harvesting crops, Zouk has evolved into El Salvador's national dance, a symbol of its people's warmth, joy, and resilience. You'll see shuk everywhere, in festivals, street parades, school celebrations, and even free public workshops in local markets where visitors can learn a few steps and instantly win over a crowd. The dance is fun, easy to learn, and full of energy, with knee bending, hip shaking, and rhythmic footwork that naturally makes people smile and laugh. And the costumes? They're stunning. Men wear embroidered shirts and straw hats. Women sway in flared, layered skirts, colorful and cinematic, like something straight out of a Latin film. Number 9. The world's cheapest surfing paradise. If you thought Costa Rica or Hawaii were the go-to surfing havens, think again. Welcome to El Tunco and El Zonte, 2 tiny beach villages on El Salvador's Pacific coast that have become Central America's top surfing destinations, and possibly the cheapest in the world. Here, for just $10 to $15, you can rent a board and join a surfing class, a fraction of the cost in more commercial hotspots. From March to October, these beaches offer perfect, consistent waves that attract surfers from the US, Europe, Canada, Japan, and beyond. And once the sun goes down, the vibe only intensifies. Live music, beach parties, and bonfires that go late into the night, giving off a chill, tropical version of Venice Beach, only more relaxed and affordable. El Zonte is also famous as the world's first Bitcoin beach, where you can pay for everything from coffee to surf lessons in cryptocurrency. Number 8. El Salvador's surprisingly unique coffee culture. Think you know coffee? El Salvador may just change your mind. Here, coffee isn't just a drink, it's a ritual, an art form, and a national treasure. But let's start with a twist. Meet café de maíz, or corn coffee. This traditional Salvadoran drink, made from roasted corn kernels, contains no caffeine, but it delivers a smoky, brown sugar-like flavor and is beloved by grandmothers and hipsters alike. It's now making a comeback in urban cafes as a healthy, sleep-friendly alternative to traditional brews. And for the coffee purists, don't worry.
El Salvador also produces some of the world's finest Arabica beans, grown at elevations between 4,000 and 6,000 feet, offering rich notes of chocolate, caramel, and fruit. These beans have won multiple Cup of Excellence awards and are prized by elite roasters in the US and Europe.
Coffee here is more than a beverage, it's an experience.
You can sip a cup on a misty mountain farm in Ahuachapan, watch clouds drift over the volcanoes, or enjoy a hot mug at 9 p.m. as Salvadorans often do, not to wake up, but as a good night blessing from nature.
Number 7. Apaneca, the zipline capital in the sky.
High in the misty mountains of western El Salvador lies Apaneca, a charming town perched at over 4,500 feet above sea level, and home to the longest zip line in the country, stretching nearly 3,280 feet.
But this isn't just an adrenaline rush, it's a flight through paradise. Imagine gliding above century-old Arabica coffee plantations, feeling the cool mountain breeze on your face, with hummingbirds darting by and clouds floating beneath your feet. The air carries the sweet, earthy scent of coffee, making the entire ride feel like something out of a National Geographic film. The zipline system here is built to international safety standards, with double cables, secure harnesses, and experienced guides, making it suitable for adventurers of all ages. Apaneca's year-round, cool, fresh climate makes it especially pleasant. No sweaty crowds or tropical heat, just clean air, stunning landscapes, and pure exhilaration. For those seeking more than thrills, many tours offer forest hikes, coffee farm visits, and even hands-on roasting experiences, where you can grind and brew beans fresh off the tree. Number 6. A country with the world's most unique currency. In 2021, El Salvador made history, becoming the first country in the world to adopt Bitcoin as legal currency alongside the US dollar. Suddenly, in this small Central American nation, you could buy coffee, pay rent, book hotel rooms, or even purchase a car with just a tap on your phone. The government launched the Chivo Wallet, a national Bitcoin app, and gifted every citizen the equivalent of $30 in crypto to get started. Today, with over 200 Bitcoin ATMs, El Salvador ranks among the top 3 countries globally for ATM access per capita, even ahead of tech-heavy cities like New York or Tokyo. But nowhere has embraced this innovation more than El Zonte, now world-famous as Bitcoin Beach, where even local fruit vendors, surf schools, and barbers accept digital payments. And the vision doesn't stop there. Number 5. Life in San Salvador, a city of contrasts. San Salvador, the capital of El Salvador, is a city of colorful contradictions, compact yet bustling, traditional yet modern. By day, streets like Avenida Masferrer and Boulevard de los Héroes buzz with activity. Food vendors wheel their carts between cars, motorbikes weave through traffic, and the smell of fresh pupusas and tropical fruits fills the air. Markets like Mercado Central and Mercado Nacional de Artesanías are full of friendly locals eager to share their crafts, snacks, and stories. Here, hospitality is second nature, and a smile is part of every transaction. But at night, the city transforms. Head to Zona Rosa or Paseo El Carmen, and you'll find rooftop bars, trendy clubs, and open-air restaurants serving Salvadorian fusion cuisine. The music shifts from soft marimba to booming reggaeton, salsa, and bachata. Locals love to dance, and the nightlife is always alive, welcoming, and full of rhythm. Number 4. The land of color-changing lakes and America's Pompeii. In what other country can you visit a smoking volcano, a color-shifting lake, and an ancient Maya village frozen in time, all within 3 hours? Welcome to El Salvador, where small size meets extraordinary diversity. Start your journey at Lake Coatepec, a stunning crater lake formed inside a collapsed volcano. Spanning over 4 square miles, this lake is famous for its mysterious ability to change colors, shifting from emerald green to deep turquoise blue depending on mineral levels and sunlight. Locals call it magic, and visitors often compare it to Crater Lake in Oregon, but warmer, more accessible, and blissfully uncrowded.
Not far from the lake, the majestic Santa Ana volcano rises over 7,800 feet into the sky. If you're up for the hike, the summit rewards you with a jaw-dropping view, a glowing turquoise crater lagoon on one side and the shimmering Pacific Ocean on the other. It's no wonder photographers call it Central America's million-dollar shot. But the real time travel begins at Joya de Serén, a UNESCO World Heritage Site often referred to as the Pompeii of the Americas. This ancient Maya village was buried under volcanic ash 1,400 years ago, perfectly preserving everyday life. Here you can see cooking utensils, grinding stones, and even the exact spots where people once prepared food, slept, and lived, frozen in time. Number 3. The land of picture-perfect festivals. El Salvador doesn't just celebrate, it stages spectacular living art. Throughout the year, this vibrant country hosts some of the most visually stunning festivals in the world, making it a dream destination for photographers, artists, and culture lovers. In May, head to the town of Panchimalco for the Las Palmas Festival. Under the golden sun, local women parade through the streets wearing handcrafted crowns made of palm leaves and fresh flowers, turning the town into a moving garden of color and tradition. Come September, the town of Ahuachapan transforms into a scene from a fairy tale during Lantern Day. Thousands of handmade paper lanterns light up the streets, homes, and trees, creating an unforgettable night of glowing magic. It's a perfect time to stroll, reflect, and capture Instagram-worthy shots that feel like something out of a movie. Then in August, San Salvador erupts with excitement for Fiestas Agustinas, a citywide celebration filled with Roman soldier parades, dazzling fireworks, cultural performances, and all-night street fairs. It's loud, lively, and bursting with energy. Number 2. The cost of living in El Salvador, affordable and safe. Once known for its security challenges, El Salvador has transformed dramatically over the last few years. Thanks to ambitious national reforms, many areas, including San Salvador, Santa Tecla, and coastal towns like El Tunco, are now considered safe, peaceful, and welcoming for tourists and expatriates. But here's the real surprise: the cost of living is shockingly low. In the heart of the capital, a one-bedroom apartment costs only $400 to $600 per month. Prefer ocean breezes? In places like La Libertad, beachside living can be yours for around $350 a month. Utility bills, including electricity, water, and high-speed internet, typically range from $80 to $120 monthly. Internet is not only fast, it's affordable, with top fiber plans costing just $30 to $40 per month. Eating out is equally budget-friendly. A hot local meal sets you back just $5 to $8, and weekly groceries, around $50. Public buses charge just 25 to 35 cents a ride, and taxis rarely cost more than $5 to $10 within the city. Number 1. The culinary paradise of El Salvador. What if we told you the national dish of this country is a warm, golden corn cake stuffed with cheese, beans, pork, or even edible flowers? Welcome to El Salvador, the culinary gem of Central America and home of the beloved pupusa. Grilled to crispy perfection on a cast-iron griddle and served with pickled cabbage slaw and spicy red sauce, pupusas are eaten daily by locals, just like sandwiches in the U.S. And once you try one, you'll understand why this simple dish has become a global food sensation. But Salvadoran cuisine goes far beyond pupusas. This is one of the only countries in Central America where flowers are part of the menu. Delicate loroco and squash flowers are used in soups, stir-fries, and even omelets, adding a fragrant touch you won't find elsewhere. For those craving something hearty, try sopa de gallina india, a soul-warming soup made with free-range chicken, vegetables, and herbs. Or indulge in mariscada, a rich seafood stew made with fresh coconut milk, often costing half what you'd pay in a restaurant in Florida and double the flavor.